Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Busi and this is a space where we talk all things self-care. So today I want to talk about scams, job scams that you need to look out for and things that you can look out for when you are applying for a job and you're wondering, is this a scam or is this for real? Because looking after yourself in that sense is important. You don't want to cause stress for yourself, get yourself in financial trouble, and even end up maybe getting trafficked. Like, it's that deep. So looking after yourself when you are looking for a job is important. So that's what we're talking about today. Now, there are 3 things that I want you to look out for if you find yourself in a position where you're wondering, is this a real thing or is this a job scam? The first thing that I want you to do is to trust your own intuition. If you're there thinking, this seems like it's too good to be true, and there's just that thing in you that's making you think it might be a scam, chances are high that it might be, and you should not ignore that. You need to not ignore that. Take that feeling seriously. If something does seem too good to be true, it most likely is, but you need to dig a little deeper to find out if it is or if it isn't. And don't allow the feeling of desperation to cloud your judgment and make you second guess your own gut feeling, your own intuition. So that voice that tells you, this might be a scam, this might not be the real deal, you might get clouded from that feeling by thinking, oh, but I do need a job and this would be such an awesome opportunity. And you get clouded by so many things that are happening in your life. Like, sometimes you need to try and pull yourself back. And if you find it difficult to pull yourself back, have conversations with people around you. Reach out to other people online. I've had people reach out to me based on videos that I've posted, including one on job searching abroad. And this lady had found a job, or she had been offered a job. And she was wondering if it was a scam or if it was actually true. And she had that thing in her that made her think this might be a scam because it seems like it's a bit too good to be true, but there was also a part of her that wanted it to be a real thing, like the real deal. But what she did was reach out and she spoke about the opportunity. She didn't just keep everything to herself and think, I'm gonna go for it and that's that. Now, the second thing that I want you to look out for, or to not do rather, is to never send money. If you're looking for a job, you found a job online, it might be a job that's abroad, and they're asking you to send X amount of money for processing fees or application fees or whatever it might be. If they are asking you to send money when you're looking for a job, chances are high that it is a scam. Now, what you can do in those instances before you send the money is number 3, which is do your due diligence. So the third point, or the third thing that I want you to do, is to do your due diligence. Do your own research. Look up the company. Don't just rely on the information that they've provided you. So if they've sent you an email or some other form of communication that has their phone numbers and email addresses on all of the things that they would want you to look at and think this is a genuine thing, don't click on the links that are on their email. Don't call the numbers that are on their email or whatever other communication they've sent you, but go to the internet, research the company, read up about the company, try and reach somebody from that company through the direct company that you're finding online. So not the email that they've sent you and the link that's on there or a number that's on there, because whoever you call is just going to push on the lie if it is a lie. Don't send money if they are asking you for money. Try and research on your own. Go to Google, do a search, read up on the company, and find someone that you can email to ask, hey, this is what I received and I'm not sure whether it's a scam or not, and I'm just trying to verify, is this a legitimate job offer or not? I have not heard of one case where somebody tried to figure out whether something was a scam or not and they did not get a response from that company, the actual company that is online and you can find doing your own search. So that is the thing that you can do, the most important thing. So listen to your gut, don't send money, and then research the company on your own. Now, even if the company doesn't ask you to send money, I've heard of a case where the company was abroad, so this person would have been getting a job elsewhere in another country, and from the offer that they were receiving, they were going to be sponsored, their visa was going to be sponsored, their flights were going to be sponsored, their accommodation when they arrive for the first, I think it was, month. This was not the only case where I've heard of something similar happen. And when the person goes directly to the company, so go and do a Google search of the company, that's when they find that, okay, no, there isn't such a role open. We're not hiring for that position. We haven't interviewed anyone of, your name. We haven't interviewed someone with your name. So that is definitely a scam. So other times companies aren't necessarily trying to get money from you, but everything can look fine. And those are the ones that I think might potentially be the human trafficking kind, because if they're going to sponsor your visa, they're going to book your flights for you, they're going to help you with accommodation for, they say, maybe the first month, you would be thinking that this is most likely, legit. Like, why would anyone go to those steps of sponsoring a visa and all of these other things if it wasn't actually real? So they're not asking for any money from you, but it can turn out to be a scam. And I think with those, it would be really scary to find out that there are people who have gone to certain interviews of this nature, but then the family maybe never heard from them after that. So just be careful. Be careful, do your research, speak to people, reach out to people online just to try and find out whether something is real or not. There will always be somebody who's willing to respond and reach out. I think even going to LinkedIn and finding someone who's employed by the same company and just inbox them and say, hey, this is who I am. This is the situation I'm finding myself in, and I'm trying to find out, if this is a scam or not. And I've maybe sent an email to this email address, but I haven't received a response yet. And I was just wondering, is there a way that you can help me check whether this is legit or not? Someone who's internal to a company will know who the person to reach out to in their HR department is, and they can easily try and help you figure out whether it's a scam or not. And if that one person doesn't respond, reach out to the next person, 10 people, 20 people, however many people you need to speak to get to a point where you're seeing whether this is legit or it's not. There will always be somebody who will be willing to help from that actual company in helping you figure out whether something is a scam or not. So that is it from me. Don't forget to just learn to listen and to trust yourself and trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling, and then do the work, do the research to find out whether something is real or not.
Thank you for watching.
Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.